So how are the discussions going? I mean, do you know who is going to be the cast? Are any Singaporean actors going to be used? Use Singapore as some locations.
Right now, we are in the draft script stage, and that means we are just obsessed about story right now. The process works this way: after we are done with, after we confirm the script, I think from there we will know what is the best choice of a director, and from there we'll also know who are the main actors that will be the most appropriate for the story. And it will also follow if then the story should it be just set in Seoul alone, or would it make sense to for it to be set in not just Seoul but different parts of Asia, including Singapore. So I think that question is a bit premature at this point in time. Let us sort out the script and we'll see what's the best way to go about producing this film.
I know that you can't pick the cast at this point because the story is still under development. But if I ask you if you have to pick a Singaporean actor to participate in this production, who would you pick?
Xiang Yun.
Why is that?
I have to work with her at least once, and I haven't done it in my films. So yeah, I think somebody like her. I have no idea. Is a knee jerk. You ask me that, and Xiang Yun comes to mind because I think she, to a certain extent. No, I wouldn't jam her in. But it being a theoretical question. But I do think she's one of our best actresses actually, and I think through my career, I would really want a chance to work with somebody like her. And then there are many more, actually. You know, like too little time, not enough films. You know, hopefully one day we can make like a giant film that can fit in all the Singaporean actors that I would love. You know, maybe I would love that chance.
Yeah, for regional collaborations, right? Have you ever thought about what unique Singaporean trait you want to inject into this regional collaborations? You want people to know more about Singapore, also about you as a person because you are a Singaporean.
Frankly, that never occurred to me because I think my starting point and my ending point is to try to tell a good story. I think whether it shows the Merlion or the Flyer really is secondary. If it is called for in a story, sure. But I think at the end of the day, no matter where you come from, if you buy a cinema ticket, you know, to walk in, you're the same as everybody. You know what you want to watch.
I'm not talking about landmarks. I'm talking about like unique Singaporean trait. Like kiasuism, you know, Jack Neo likes to deal with unique Singaporean traits.
No. I happen to belong to the school of thought where I think. Oh, this is going to be. I'm going to get blasted for this. Okay. I think the Singaporean trait, ironically, is that of having no trait. On the bad end, you can say we are bland. But on the very good end of that spectrum, you can say we're incredibly adaptable. Because I think if you look at the origins of our history, our very short history, we are a very beautiful concept. We are a test tube experiment almost. We are an accident that succeeded. So I think that makes us incredibly confusing and confused, but at the same time, it endows us with, I think I'm beginning to see resilience. So, the short answer to your question is, I think as a Singaporean, it's very, very difficult for me to say, oh, you know, this is a Singaporean trait, kiasuism or putting tissue paper on. Therefore, I'm going to make an entire film about that. I think our culture is a lot more sophisticated and deep and profound and hard to fathom at this very early point in time to be able to make a throwaway movie like that.
Okay. Very well said. All right. So you definitely are not going to put any unique Singaporean traits into this particular film, I guess.
We'll make the host monster kiasu.
or you can talk about a Singaporean dysfunctional family because actually the other one is about Korean dysfunctional family.
You know, I think it's about dysfunctional families.
Okay,
yeah,
but not Korean, Singaporean.
Yes, they are just dysfunctional. I think audiences across Asia relate to that because we are, I think, by nature dysfunctional.